Hi, this is Margit Lancy, and I'm going to talk to you about my understanding of interactivity in online learning. A key feature of online courses is interactivity because it helps learners stay motivated and feel like they are part of a community. But what is interactivity? How is it defined? There are 4 types of interactivity that come into play when students learn online. First, there is the interaction between the instructor and the learner. Then there are the interactions between the learners amongst each other. Third, there are the interactions between the learner and the interface, that is the computer, the LMS, learning platform, and the connection. And finally, there are those interactions between the learner and the content, that which is to be learned. For the purpose of this discussion, let's focus on interpersonal interactions, those between learners and their instructors and those taking place among learners. Instructors can intentionally incorporate 2 types of interactions in their online communities: asynchronous and synchronous interactions. Let's take a look at what they are and what an effective implementation might look like. What is an asynchronous interaction? Well, it can be compared to writing an email and awaiting a reply whenever the recipient has time to read and respond. While emails can be exchanged in real time, they don't require the sender and recipient to be at the computer at the same time. In an online course, discussion boards are the main medium for asynchronous interaction. Here are the 3 most important components of effective discussion boards. First is instructor presence. Instructor presence means that the instructor makes her presence felt and mediates conversations. Yet, she does not dominate the conversation. She reads discussion posts and makes his or... First is instructor presence. The instructor makes her presence felt and mediates conversations. Yet, she does not dominate the conversations. She reads discussion posts and makes her presence known on a daily basis. Second are clear expectations. The instructor sets clear expectations for participation in the discussion forum. Learners know when, how much, what, and how to post and reply. In addition, these expectations are also reflected in the course grade. At the same time, instructors strive to balance the discussion and weekly assignment load. Third are challenging topics. Students should be encouraged to share their experiences, report on their own research, and research their own points. Topics should promote critical thinking and allow for argumentation. While the asynchronous interaction does not depend on an immediate response or an immediately available communication partner, synchronous interactions can only take place when there are at least 2 people present at the same time. In our private lives, we can only FaceTime if the person we are calling is available at the time. In an online course, virtual classrooms allow for video and audio broadcasts. They incorporate chat rooms and breakout rooms for small group interactions, and they can be recorded for an asynchronous replay. In addition, the presentation space can be shared and delegated to learners. Here are the 3 most important components of effective virtual classrooms. First are technical considerations. Instructors should provide a direct link for the virtual classroom and provide alternate phone numbers to compensate for difficulty with audio. It is best to use an Ethernet connection to avoid technical difficulties. Students should be advised to shut down unneeded applications and to restart their computers if they experience connectivity issues. Hand in hand with technical consideration goes the introduction to the synchronous session. The instructor should introduce herself and, if possible, use the video function because students prefer to see their instructors in videos. At the same time, instructors should orient learners to the rules regarding hand raising and when and how to ask questions. Finally, the intentional use of features can further enrich learners' experience. Text chats, like here, allows for immediate responses and feedback, while breakout rooms, as in here, improve learner-learner interactions. In addition, you can give learners presenter control, which allows them to take ownership of their own learning. In conclusion, it is important to remember that interactivity in online courses is one of the most vital parts to ensure learner satisfaction and success. Instructors should always try to maximize the synchronous and asynchronous environments for the benefit of their students.